This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Today's discussion is the markets are tanking. 5 stories we're following this morning. So first, the biggest story today is the falling market indexes. The NASDAQ down about 3%, the S&P down about 1.5% currently. And again, number 2, this market drop is due to the concern that a Chinese tech company may have a cheaper and more advanced way to run AI without super expensive chips. This is very negative for NVIDIA, that whole ecosystem built around AI chips. Third, Bloomberg reports again that this could potentially derail the investment case for the entire AI supply chain, which is driven by large spending from a handful of hyper-scaling companies. Fourth, NVIDIA is down about 13% right now. This puts it in the market cap wars back behind Apple and Microsoft. So Apple's now number 1, Microsoft number 2, NVIDIA number 3. Just last week, it was NVIDIA number 1, Apple number 2, Microsoft number 3. NVIDIA is now giving up that lead again, and we'll see how this all plays out over time. Don't take too much out of any one day's reports and actions and so forth. Fifth, the 5 largest companies by revenues in the U.S., Walmart, Amazon, Apple, United Healthcare, and Berkshire Hathaway. Those are the 5 largest by revenues. The last thing I'll note, which is a PS, days like this in the market are a stark reminder that you want to have an allocation you could live with. For me, it's a relatively conservative allocation, so don't freak out too much when the market has days like this. When I wake up this morning and see futures are down 2.5% to 4%, it's always a bad day, but I don't freak out as much as I would if 100% of my assets were in equities. But of course, in years where things are going great, I don't make as much money either. In any event, thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. It is great to be with you. Thank you so much for joining us.